Get in, nerds. We are playing Burden of Command. We're pushing up on our final set of objectives here. So let's get to it. Let's start with Lieutenant Dearborn. This situation is getting stupid. Lieutenant Dearborn's got to get going. So, I'm gonna quickly check the visibility. Yeah, they got full visibility. All right. So here's the deal. Um, we'll head into this cover here with this unit. Alright, looks like this. Still no shooting from this house. I can't order an assault into it because I don't see any troops inside. So I'm going to head straight in. Alright, it was unoccupied. Cool. I mean, United States Army commanders have done worse than moving cautiously into a house that turned out to have nobody in it. Interesting. These artillery craters leave good cover, which is interesting. I guess I'm not shocked by that, but so do I rally this unit or do I? Well, first of all, before I do that, let's get. Can't get that unit moving yet. I want to clear out the enemy unit here first before I get up to any nonsense. So maybe I'll just leave Dearborn's turn here to go to Lieutenant Murphy. Lieutenant Murphy could rally Dearborn's squad, but of course that would leave him right here, and I need Lieutenant Murphy attacking here. All right. Anyway, we'll figure that out. For now, the question is: do I move Lieutenant Dearborn forward, or do I rally the squad he's currently sitting on and then wait? I think we move him forward. And unfortunately, the squad can't get forward to the good cover. They can get forward to this cover. Let's do it. Ooh, they got shot at. All right, that's okay. That's okay. We're doing okay. Morale's just fine. Bordel de merde, indeed. All right. So next, I think we do our assault here. Because I got to get this squad out of here. Ooh, morale's not ideal. I guess this squad has lost some morale. And we got an enemy unit right down here. Suboptimal. What about you? Now, you're running through a lot of enemy fire to do an assault there. I think it's going to have to be this unit. We'll give it a shot.
Can't do it, sir!
No good. Gosh darn it. Now, we spent a command from Lieutenant Murphy, but we didn't spend a command from the squad. Is it crazy if I hike them up into this building? I don't think so. Alright.
Donnez-leur une pilule amère!
Alright. That's okay. Shooting at that unit's not great, because we're a little bit short morale. This squad's at full morale, though. So here's what we'll do. We'll grab Lieutenant Murphy, put him in this squad, bolster them.
Come on!
And we'll send them into the attack. And Hopefully that'll be, we'll be able to get done what we need to get done. Don't shoot
Up
me,
and
bro.
at 'em, ladies.
Whew, excellent. Alright, now the squad's got some movement left. Let's take a shot at this unit. Ooh, I think they might have won the
Suppressing
initiative on
fire!
this. Rare. Okay, so we took some morale damage there. And this squad... I think I'm going to take command of them with Captain Lamb. Ooh. Would it be totally bananas if I just went for this building? Again, the chances are not great there. This might be a mistake. Where is Captain Lamb? Captain Lamb's here with one of Wilson's squads. As you can tell, this is a new session. This situation will be a lot better next turn. So I'm not too needful of getting into that. This squad's a lot safer now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Captain Lamb run up here, rally them, and then... So that's all their morale dealt with. Now if I run up here... and bolster this unit, I think I can get them into this better cover further forward. Beautiful. I messed that up. That's okay. That's okay. One day I'll stop forgetting the way the order system works. It is good design that you can decide not to take command of a unit and doesn't spend the orders. But in this case, it ended up being a pickle. All right. So that's Dearborn. That's Murphy and Lamb. We got ourselves one objective and we took out one enemy unit. Not the best turn. Let's see if we can move forward with Wilson and get ourselves this building. Now, before we do that, let's get these guys around here. And into this building. Alright, nothing going on over there. Alright, let's rush forward. Let's rush forward. I don't think they've got anyone in this building. And if I'm wrong, then I'm about to find out. Let's do a little bolster here.
There's no stopping
moving.
now.
And get them... Let's go this way. Really? Not if they go that way, huh? Oh, because of the little... We got a little road here. Alright, beautiful. Let's head on in.
Let's go.
Okay, they've been spotted.
Shit.
Whoo! Here we go. Yeah, rattled. Yeah, because of the artillery. I can imagine. We got one more go-round. Can't do a recon by fire and weapon range because this unit doesn't have a lot of weapon range. But that is okay. That said, they're in good cover. I think I'll leave them where they are for now. And we'll go over to Lieutenant Stern's squad. Now that the enemy's artillery is used up, let's get them going forward. So where do I want these MGs? I think I want this MG to post up somewhere it can shoot at this house. And do I have any good locations other than here? Doesn't seem like it. So maybe this is not a realistic move. What about this squad? Oh, no visibility from these woods. I have unfortunately left Lieutenant Stern's squad way too far back to do anything. So I think at this point, we're going to get the MGs forward just so that they're not being pounded by enemy fire. And then I think Lieutenant Stern, like a big dumb goof. I think I'm gonna push. So here's the question. Do I push one of these MGs forward? This MG? Do I push this MG forward to get them as close as I can? Or do I run Lieutenant Stern up and use the mortars? I think I run Lieutenant Stern up to use the mortars and get some fire support. So he can be there without a problem. And that is the end of my turn. Not the best turn. We'll see what the enemy does in response. We'll see how the enemy's vote goes. Okay, alright. So there's shooting happening over here. Lieutenant Dearborn, let's rally this squad. I know they're not that low on morale, but it's still worth. Does this squad have any capability to get in close enough in a covered position? They could if they're down here. But I think a wide flanking maneuver is probably the better play. Once again, I'm going to do a wide flanking maneuver. Oh, come on. Captain Lamb, let the man cook. Your radio crackles with Captain Lamb's voice yet again. This is Nickel 6 calling Nickel 16. Flanks are still not secure. Resistance stiffening all along the front. Do we need to secure our flanks or can you advance? Over. Nickel 16 here. Short recovery requested. Units may recover morale as they advance. Nickel 16 will see this through. Over. Scenario will end one turn later on turn 14. Nickel 16 further recon needed. Over. Remove fog of war. Nickel 16 negative events were fought out. Over. Ends the mission draw. No. Short recovery requested. Over. Units may recover morale as they advance. I definitely want that. Understood. Advance when able. Captain Lamb indicates. Nickel 6 out. Beautiful. Alright. I can sneak in around behind these guys. None of this other stuff matters. Alright. So that's Dearborn. Now, I need to get this other unit into Dearborn's... Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I'm trying not to get a lot of mother sons killed here. I'm trying to get him over to his commander, but I moved him too far to the east earlier, and now I'm goofed. Alright. So that's Dearborn. Really? Is that your plan?
Hard, ladies. Pull that trigger!
Squad out of action. Oh! Oh man. Oh man. Oh, those Vichy French just suicided themselves straight up the center. Oh, those poor lads. Well, I'm not going to spend time sitting and mourning the enemy right now, so let's continue moving. Captain Lamb, you need to rally this unit and then take command of this one. Because we need to take advantage of Vichy French strategic errors to, make this work. Can I run up into here? I sure hope so. Let's move into this building.
With me.
And I can't shoot there because of blocked LOS, but I can get into here. Let's get into here. There's good cover in here. And if they shoot at us, then that... Hey, it's a water tower. Excellent. Have yourselves a drink, lads. Alright, next will be Lieutenant Wilson. These guys are currently facing due north. I think they're the last enemy unit on the board at this stage. Let's get this unit moving up. Nice. Goofing around with sheep. Always the right call. I don't know why this has become a bit. We just have a... Oh, cripes! Oh, I didn't think they had multiple artillery. Don't hit me! Don't shell me, bro! Don't shell me, bro! Alright. Alright, there we go. Where is... Oh, they're way up here. Oh, I may have failed to move them forward earlier. Alright, let's get them going as well. Just completely forgetting some of my squads. Alright, let's get them on this road here. And Lieutenant Wilson's remaining squad... I want to get them forward. But I also want to rally them. Well, they'll get some morale on advance, so let's get them going forward. This enemy unit is out of shots. We got spotted. Well, let's shoot. I think the only way out is through. Well, we put some suppression on the enemy, and that's worth. Alright, let's... the only one else I've got is Stern. I got one order on Captain Land, but no units that he could take command of reasonably. Unless he wants to bolster the... But no, I'm not going to make that mistake again this turn. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I made that mistake before. So let's use the mortars. Where is their visibility to this hex? Okay, so he needs to move way out to the west. To, like, here. I'm barely going to have enough points. A wounded soldier. The weapons platoon advances at a steady jog despite their heavy equipment. Stern is the lead, a mortar tube across his shoulders. As they near your platoon, one of them, a machine gunner with ammo cans gripped in either hand, stumbles and collapses. Didn't hear a gunshot. Heat exhaustion? MGs are always lagging behind. Heat exhaustion? It's winter in the desert, but the heat of combat will make anyone sweat. That's especially true of gunners who have to carry so much and still keep up with... Lieutenant Stern rolls the private over and lets out a curse. There's a widening patch of blood along the private's side. Olsen! The wounded private doesn't respond, though his eyes flicker open briefly. Corporal Crosley comes forward with a bandage for the wounded man. Without an actual medic in sight, Stern grabs the roll and gets to work. As you watch, a small sandfly lands the bloodied skin and begins to feast. After the roll is spent, Lieutenant Stern looks at you. We don't have any aid station or medics. We can't spare anyone to look after him, not if we want to keep driving towards Casablanca. We have to leave him. Someone will be by. Low chance for Olsen to survive. Stern gets combat fatigue. It might not help, but I'll have to leave a man to look after him. Even chance for Olsen to survive. Stern suffers light combat fatigue. I'll have him carried back. That'll improve his odds, but it expends all remaining orders. Urgh! Let Stern decide for himself. Plus 10 combat fatigue. This is not ideal. What am I risking by... I'm risking they'll get a chance to shoot at Lieutenant Wilson's squad. A little suppression for Stern is alright. It might not help, but I'll leave a man to look after him. Even chance for him to survive. Stern stares at you, his mouth open as if he's about to say something, but then reconsiders. He rises, blood in his hands, and motions for his men to continue the march. You detach one of your more exhausted soldiers to look after the wounded man. The rest head out for Casablanca. As you turn to go, more flies buzz in the air. One by one they settle upon the wounded soldier where the bandage lies, rising and falling in slow rhythm to the man's shallow breathing. His guardian idly sweeps them away with a brush of the hand, but they still return. Rattled. Alright, he's got his points, though. And that's what matters. This was a smart position for the enemy to take up in, because this water tower is blocking visibility. Alright. Let's get up here. We'll get visibility. Spotted. Oh, well, okay. And then we'll throw some mortar fire on them. Well, they got a bolster from their officer, but... Excellent. Completed them. I don't have a squad who can go in, but I have the ability to get him next turn. So that'll be good. Oh, and we got our enemy unit down here, and they're fully suppressed, which is very good. Alright, so I think this unit's got a fighting chance. This unit from Dearborn's platoon has a fighting chance of getting in and ambushing them. So, we'll try to make that happen. Praying for these guys. But these guys will be okay, because that unit doesn't have the ability to fire. And that is the end of turn 7.
Damn it!
Alright. What are my chances if I go straight in? They're okay. What are my chances if I shell them again? Better, hopefully. Hopefully that'll finish out the last of their morale. And as long as Stern is active, we'll keep the machine guns moving up. They'll be able to get into the action eventually. Alright, so that's Lieutenant Stern's turn. I used the mortar, which is enough, in my opinion. Do I run... So I think next I run this unit in. Do I run Lieutenant Murphy up to support them? I don't think so, because I want to keep his other squads moving. And we've got our other objective over here. So we've got a lot of people who could potentially get involved in this. But I don't want to get into view of this unit. Where can this unit see? Okay, can't see any of this situation. So we'll go straight forward. Chances are good. Morale is touchy. It could really use a bolster from Lieutenant Murphy. But he's only got 3 points. Which means... Well, Captain Lamb can take control of this unit and move them forward as well. So that's not necessarily a problem. But, does this squad have visibility to... They do. So it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge getting Lieutenant Murphy all the way up here. Oh, actually, not so much. Only Lieutenant Murphy.
Incoming!
Oh, cripes! No, don't shoot my guy! No! No, my lieutenant! Damnable enemy artillery. Alright, move him in. Refills canteen. Yay! Great, because of the water tower. Because of the water tower. Got him. I've made a failure here because I don't have... No, I can take command of them with Captain Lamb. I can take command of them with Captain Lamb. Bolster.
Come on!
Take command. Much better. Alright, well, that's actually not much better, but we'll see. They did it. Hey, and they got some extra morale advancing. Oh, that was the right call. That was the right call. Oh, captured him. Nice. They've still got movement left. Let's move here. This enemy unit doesn't have its shots. Okay, 2 more enemy units. All right, that's great. That's great. All right, so the last bit's not going to be a cakewalk, which is fine, which is completely fine, completely reasonable. So, in this case, I definitely need to get Lieutenant Murphy's squads up into the action. So I think I'm going to use Captain Lamb to do that. With this squad... Squad's got 3 pips. I think I want to try to get them up into here if I can. So we'll take the road. I don't think any enemy units can see this road.
Down!
Well... they didn't hit anything. That's good. Alright, we'll keep them going forward. And we'll get them into the standard trees. Get a little bit more firepower to bring to bear. I'm going to take command of this unit as well. There we go. A little bit of a failure of things. Where do I put them? There's not a lot of good cover over here, and anyway, that's Wilson's axis of advance. So, I think... we'll bring Captain Lamb forward as well. And into this building. Still got a good amount of time. There is a little bit of cover here. Yeah, let's bring him into it. And that is Lieutenant Murphy's turn. Now, Wilson and Dearborn, how do I do this? I've got a lot of enemy units clustered here. So far, this squad remains unspotted. What's enemy visibility look like over here? Okay, so they can see this territory. Both of these units can see this territory. This one can't. So... what direction is this unit facing? I'm not sure. Oh, this is just a captain. This is just a captain. And is this just a captain, too? Yes! These are only officers. Okay, I don't need to be nearly as worried about this as I thought I was going to have to be. Is it crazy to think if I press one of these units, I could take this spot this turn? Move forward. Move forward. Bolster. Assault. I think it's going to happen. They don't have any shots. I think this is going to happen. I'm doing it. This is bananas. They're not going to get the movement on the road that I want. Okay, that's okay. Spotted, yep. Push. Okay, we're not going to get the bolster. Too far to assault. Okay, well that could have been better. I'm going to shoot the acting lieutenant. I think that's the right call. Are you sure I can't assault? I can't. Gosh darn it. I did it dumb. I'm leaving this unit in the open, but I don't think there's any other enemy units that can actually shoot at me right now. We'll leave one command point.
Suppressing fire!
Suppressing fire! Hey, got him out of action. Excellent. Well done, lads. Alright, so let's get this squad. We'll just catapult this squad forward as far as we can. Okay, there's the enemy. That's not mortars. That's also an officer. Well, they just got a bunch of officers right down here. What, are you crazy? Standing out in the open like that? Don't you know there's a war on? Take them out. Alright. And And then Wilson. All right, I'm feeling extremely confident. One might say dangerously confident for the men. But we're about to get this last objective, and let's get it. So, I don't want to leave all Wilson's other squads way back there, but at the same time, I think my ability to get forward is... Has this unit been pressed already? They haven't. So let's hoof it. Okay, now they're spotted. I'm only going to bolster this unit, though, because I want to keep their morale up.
I've seen worse than this.
We'll move just this unit into this cover here. And that'll give us one command point to bring these other squads up. Well, that wasn't ideal, but that's okay. Alright, let's bring up the second squad. I've allowed myself to get a little bit separated out here, but truthfully, I think the enemy's time is coming. Alright, that's the end of turn. I got 5 turns left.
Get these Frenchies.
I'm at mission minor objective, and I got 1 objective left. But I want to have time for the role-playing section at the end of the battle, because that's going to be significant. So I think at this point I'm going to end the episode, and we'll come back, finish out the battle, and do another role-playing section next time. So yeah, so that's all we've got. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I'll see you on the other side.